What is up? Welcome back to Otaku. We're doing our weekly My Hero Academia chapter review. We're doing 308 titled Full Power. Jose, what did you think?
I thought this one, compared to all the others, was kind of like flatlined.
Yeah, I would describe I feel like we had two thoughts going into this chapter. One was that Deku was basically going to come in and cream the fuck out of Muscular,
Yeah,
which I feel like he didn't really do.
he kind of analyzed most of everything. I mean, we found out that he can use the smokescreen one.
Yeah, 6 users power smokescreen.
Yep. Which, I mean, cool, convenient whenever you want to be hidden.
Yeah, I mean, it would also ultimately be very good if you're ever facing Aizawa. So,
Yeah, exactly.
be incredibly good.
Dude, but I mean, Deku looks pretty fucking badass still.
Yeah, and
Throughout
so
all
I
of
don't know
this.
if you noticed. So when they start talking about how like so basically they show Deku can kind of like visualize or directly speak to the previous users now.
Yeah, because I like the one part where the 6 users kind of like around him. He's like, "Hey,
Yes.
bro, just letting you know."
He's like
you
giving him
use this
hot
too much."
tips, like, yo, you
Yeah.
use it too much. Like, you really need to think about it more as tools. And then you can start to see that he like is wearing tools. So like he has like a jetpack to visualize his like float quirk, and then he's got
Yeah.
the rope for the black whip. And so like he's basically viewing them as literal tools on it.
I like that. I thought that was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, super, super cool. And Deku being, you could still, which is nice because you still kind of see Deku is still kind of like I don't know if you want to call it like kid naivety,
Naiveness.
where he tries to like kind of reason with Muscular, where he's like, why are you
Yeah.
doing this? It's like, surely if I could just relate to you on a deeper level, because he had that moment with Shigaraki, now he wants to save Shigaraki. So like he's really trying to save Muscular now. And I didn't get the fight I was expecting, Jose. That's what I'm getting at.
Same. See, I was kind of hoping it'd be more of a like bish bosh boosh.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like some nonstop, like full chapter of just action, but it's really like Deku kind of running and trying to get still kind of used to using his quirks.
At the same time, I'm not upset with the chapter.
Yeah.
I very much like all the information we're getting as to like how he's kind of learning how to use every single thing, and we do get some really cool shots of him like
Yeah,
using
it
the
was just
black
way
whip,
more.
the float.
It was way more of an animation chapter than like what I was expecting.
Mhm.
So like we did get to learn a lot about it, like the quirks, and now he can kind of talk. And Muscular kind of says something along the lines of like, these small fries were never enough for me or something like that. So he might have killed other people before Deku even showed up. Like this might not
Yeah,
be
I
his
mean,
first fight.
he's been rampaging this whole time. He finds out that Shigaraki and All For One literally just told him, "Hey, do you and just go
They're
go
just
nuts."
causing chaos. They're just like fucking just go out there, do whatever you want, have fun.
And then Yo apparently did enough damage to where his muscle fibers aren't really
Yeah,
like.
so he actually did a lot. And it's like, that's why I
Yeah.
was saying, where it's like, we didn't get this big clash where it's like, I felt like I was Muscular in this chapter. I was like, let's go head on. Let's go power v
Yeah,
power. Let's get a rematch. And then meanwhile, I don't know, Horikoshi was Deku was like, no, I was like, we're going to like play it really smart now and like kind of run around. And Deku tries to reason with them after already kind of having realized that his muscles are fucked up and they're about to just basically burst, and then one shots him.
Yeah, which I mean, I expected Deku to own him. The whole like I'm gonna try to reason with him,
Yes.
and then Yo doing all that damage is just like, oh, I mean, Deku would have had to struggle a tiny bit just to fight him, but the fact that I'm gonna just call him Richter because I'm thinking of the X-Men character. But Yo, he did enough damage to where it made it. He weakened him enough.
Yeah. So like it was legitimately like he's pretty strong to like really damage Muscular that much, but just didn't quite cross the finish line. And some other stuff is like you find out I don't know what, maybe this is relevant later. Imasuji Goto is Muscular's name, which he tries to reason with him. So clearly Deku has done more research into Muscular at some point.
Maybe he has like a hideout, like a watchtower
Maybe one of
or
his
a
quirks
bat
is
cave.
some sort of like he can instantly identify somebody. And he basically gets like their profile. He pulls up their Facebook profile and they get all their info.
It'd be like Death Note. You get the Shinigami eyes, dude.
Yeah, perfect. So, because we still don't know, I think the second and third user, right? That's the big mystery.
We don't know theirs.
Like,
yeah.
we don't know really anything at all. And so I
Do
wonder
you-
if he can also talk to two of the users at the same time. So, like you could get in the situation where it's like one person wants to do like, hey, you should try and save him. The other person's like, nah, you should kill him. And then it's like, now he has to have this back and forth.
Ooh,
Like,
like
which
the
side
angel,
do I go? Yes.
angel devil kind of on this thing. I was saying, I'm like, what if he tries to use the other two quirks, but he can't because they don't really like Deku all that
It's
much right now?
potential. Like,
They'd be
what,
like, nah.
what I was talking about, what if we apply like they have that conversation and they can't come to an agreement on what they want to do, so then they're like, fine, I'm not gonna let you use my quirk, suck on that, and then they just leave.
I'd be so mad.
Yeah. Right, you'd be pissed. Be like,
Just
what
go
the
to your
fuck?
room. and you're falling and you're trying to like black whip onto a
Yep.
building and grab it, and it's just like no,
And so like if All Might, so heaven forbid, if All Might
please.
dies, Deku's just gonna be able to see him, right? Deku's just gonna be like, "Yo, what up, All Might? How's it going?"
I think, I wonder how that'll play out. Like,
Because he can talk to all the other ones, right? So surely it's just like, "Hey, long time no see, dude. I was just at your funeral. Shout out."
do you know? Wonder if it's gonna be like a thing where, remember how the dragons were actually inside the dragon slayers from Fairy Tail? And it's like All Might and everyone else was in there, and then Deku goes through like some crazy thing where he's legit about to die, but they're like, "Nah, we'll take the hit for you," and All Might disappears from his consciousness.
Oh, R.I.P. R.I.P. He breaks the key like Aquarius.
Exactly, something like that, and then he no longer has connections to them, and he's just like, "I guess I really am the last user."
That would be crazy. Like the final fight, he's like sacrificing quirks left and right, like trying to save Shigaraki until eventually he has no quirks left, and then the series ends with Deku being quirkless at the end, back where he started, but now he's the #1 hero.
It'll end with him quirkless and kind of like that Naruto fight with him and Sasuke.
Oh,
just kind
that'd
of
be
like
so good.
no music, just
That'd be
fist
so
fights.
good. Hell yeah.
And you just see Deku at the end with his arm up like that.
Yeah, that would be really, really good.
Give myself goosebumps.
Fuck. I honestly, upon first reading, I was like, chapter's kind of okay. After talking about it with you, Jose, apparently chapter's pretty good. So I give it to Horikoshi.
This was just happening for me. Like, it just started getting my juices flowing.
I've changed my opinion. I mean, I'm interested to see what the next chapter is going to be because I feel like it's going to be the citizens he saved are going to be really thankful to Deku, but I think Deku's going to be like like, fuck off, I'm going to dip because like he's basically on his own now, right? He's
vigilanting it right now.
He specifically was using the smoke to kind of not let the other girl see who he was.
Yeah.
So
but she recognized the name or the voice.
Yeah, she was like, I feel like I know that guy somewhere, but he's like, nah, let's just save him, bye, and then dip. So he is clearly trying to kind of like not be seen and kind of stay away from the other people. So I do think he will kind of just like dip out, but the citizens will obviously eventually start loving Deku.
Yeah, I feel like it'll go kind of that way.
Okay, well, fuck. I mean, I've turned the corner on that chapter in the middle of us talking. So great chapter to Horikoshi as always. Chapter 308, full power. We're getting another chapter next week, assuming he doesn't have to take another break, which is going to be fantastic. So we will be back every
I hope he
Friday.
stays safe, though. Like, I feel like he was overexerting himself and was just
his little author comment from this week, his little last tidbit, it was, I'm terribly sorry for last week. My spirit, technique, and physical strength are all small fry level. I'll make sure to pick it up. Fucking bashful ass guy, dude. Just like, I love that guy. So I'm sure we'll get another one next week. He's fucking awesome. He's really good at what he does. So we'll be back every Friday night or Saturday morning, depending on when we can get these up. So be sure to leave a like and subscribe to know when those videos are coming up. And let us know what you thought of the chapter, because honestly, our opinion, big time changed. So let us know in the comments down below. And we hope to hear from you guys and see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.